And hello, everyone. I am the undefeated king of games for the Nevermore Collective for the time being, the Midnight Bard. And today, I am joined, as always, by my co host, everybody's favorite judge man, Dareinger,
That would be me.
and also everybody's favorite creepy sis, Miss Creepy Tales.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Miss Creepy Tales. We are so happy to have you on here. And today, we're going to be talking anime.
Yeah,
And
that was very bad. I was gonna yawn and say heck yeah at the same time, and it's just.
yeah,
I need to stop yawning. I need to stop yawning.
your favorite bard has accidentally decided to keep Miss Creepy Tales up all night long because completely forgetting that there's different time zones in the world.
It's all right.
I'm like, it should be sunshine everywhere.
The only living thing that's annoyed with me being awake right now is my dog.
Oh,
Yeah, she was the one throwing the tantrum earlier.
no, yeah,
She
like,
sees me walking and being active and awake, and she wants to be active and awake too, and she wants to go outside. Like it's 12 a.m., child.
well, they do that. What's it called? Recently, I did some traveling. Went to San Francisco, and I had to leave my dog with my in-laws, and they overfed her first of all, so she's gained a lot of weight. Um, so whenever I left her with them, when I came back, my father-in-law is just kind of like, well, why does she do the thing where she sits on the edge of the bed and stares at you? And I'm like, oh, because she either A wants food or B wants to go outside. And he's like, yeah, I know, but at 3 a.m. And I was like, oh yeah, well, because A, she wants food, or B, she wants to go outside. And he's like,
Time does not matter. It's the same thing.
yeah. He's like, but it's just, it's in the dark and I feel eyes on me. So I like turn on the light and she's staring at me. I'm like, yeah, take her outside or feed her. It's one of the two. But yeah, dogs have weird hours, man. They decide when it's time for whatever they want to do.
My dog barks early in the morning at like 6:15. My alarm is for 6:30.
Oh
But
no.
she barks at 6:15 because she wants to go out of my room already.
Yeah.
Like, stop barking. I have 15 minutes more. And she just cries like.
Just like she's a real young puppy then?
No, she's like, wait, 4 years old.
Ah, okay. So 4 years old. Uh, I think my dog's like bordering on 11 years old at this point. So she's at that point where she actually has zero energy at all times. So like, if I come home and I'm like, hey, want to go for a walk? She looks at me like, are you kidding me? I'm sleeping here, which is great.
This one, this one still thinks that she's like a complete puppy.
Yeah.
She has, these dogs are just these age, like they have bodies of like super big dogs. She's not a small dog, she's a big dog. But she runs like she's a puppy and she just hits you with her whole body. Like my legs have bruises on them.
What kind of
Why
dog
do
is
you
it?
do this? It's a Thai Bangkyo.
Hmm. I
It's the native dog from Thailand.
Oh, neat. Like, how big do they get on average? Out of curiosity.
I think Google would be the best because I am very bad at that. I don't know like weight or stuff. I have no
Oh,
idea.
I just did a Google search and yeah, they're adorable. It says it doesn't tell me how
They're
big
not
they
like
get.
super big, but they get like there, like
Yeah,
around there.
they're big-ish. Like they're not small. They're not like a lap dog, but they're also not huge.
And
They're not like a Saint Bernard.
and the ones they're showing are really thin though. They're usually chunky. They're usually like chunky, so they're bigger. Like
I
my dog Diane, you cannot lift her up with just one hand. You have to do two, and you can only lift her like half. You can't fully lift four paws off of the floor. Just two. That's how heavy she is.
Yeah. That's I find that whenever you're Googling dogs, like you don't want to trust the images that come up because a lot of the times they're always showing like the ones that are in
To
the
do
best
two, and
shape.
you can only
You know, like so
yes.
they're never showing the chunky ones. They're never showing the ones that are legit just normal. They're always showing like the photoshopped versions of them.
I do try to take cute photos of my dogs, and they look like smaller. I like, let me try to send a photo.
Yeah, the same.
That is not the picture that Google showed me.
What did you?
Let's see. Oh yeah, that is not the picture that Google showed us at all.
This is the one that's being noisy right now.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one that Google showed me. Yes. And they both have on outfits. They have Christmas outfits on. That is adorable.
Yes. Every Christmas they get new like things to put on their body.
Mhm.
It could be a bow, a ribbon, like this is weird though. Like this third dog that I'm showing you.
Mhm.
Like I'm sorry guys, on the stream if you cannot see the photo of the dog. This third dog is a Thai Bangkyo, but he looks completely different.
Yeah, that's not at all. So the second one's the one that came up on Google. The third one, for some reason, is just completely different. Huh.
He is, but he is a Thai Bangkyo, so
Hmm.
weird. I don't know. Maybe it's from his grandparents. Maybe there's a mix in the genes or something. I have no idea.
That might be it. There
But
might be like a mix in there somewhere.
behold, my dogs. I'm just everywhere I go, I just show my dogs. Like, look at my dog. Look at my face.
Is this
Look at my cat.
now? Is this a painting of all of your pets?
Yes.
This is great. I love this.
Because you can, my dogs, you can never put them together. Like, you can't just tell them, like, okay, you sit here and wait, sit here. No, that's not possible. They would fight and end each other.
Give me just.
There needs to be like a space between them.
Mm-hmm.
That's one characteristic of this kind of dog is
Mm.
because they're very territorial. So they have this little personal space around them. You do not cross that space. Like for other dogs, like do not come near me. Okay, you have to maintain a certain distance so that we do not fight.
I'm gonna place the picture on the stream so that everybody can see your lovely family of animals.
I was just typing that. I was going to say if you could like put that on the stream.
Absolutely.
There's 7 very beautiful dogs that you have.
Including the cat.
7 very beautiful dogs.
The cat.
My cat acts like a dog though, with a lazy dog.
Well, that's great because you know, like the alternative is your cat could act like a goblin, and we both know what that's like. Yeah.
So I don't know if you said who painted the picture or not, but they did a really, really good job of that painting.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the pictures that you showed of the 3 look exactly like the painting looks exactly like them.
Mm-hmm.
I found it on I don't remember the website. It's Fiverr.
Oh,
I have no
Fiverr.
idea.
Yeah.
Yes, that I found it there, and I think I paid like $40 something.
That's not bad. That's actually pretty great for a painting this great. This is awesome.
Because yeah, it's not that expensive because it's just a digital painting. It's still really good and it's worth the money, but I think it's cheaper than like the canvas thingy where you really get something physical
Oh, I was
sent
about
to
to say,
you.
you know, you could probably take this very image and take it to one of those canvas websites and they'll send you like a canvas print of it.
I want that so bad. One day I will. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah,
Just
they're adorable. It's the best. I wanted to say something real quick. Miss Creepy Tales, we kind of wanted you to settle something for us because I don't know if you've if you've seen one of our previous episodes, but we did a fast food tier list where we basically talked about all of the fast food restaurants that we could think of, and we graded them. And there was one that came up that neither me nor Dareinger have had. But
Is it Jollibee?
yes, I remember you had mentioned that you loved it. So we wanted to see if you would settle it for us, with the A tier being the very best and the D tier being like I would never eat there again. Where would you place Jollibee?
I would put it at the A tier.
At the A tier?
Like seriously. Yeah.
Okay.
I would eat there over and over again.
Now,
Like seriously.
whenever I Google it, I see that it tells me that it's a fried chicken place. Is it a fried chicken place? Because I remember you telling me that you enjoyed something else from there.
Oh, it's famous for its fried chicken. They
Okay.
call it Chicken Joy. But yeah, they call it Chicken Joy. So they say Jollibee Chicken Joy. Blah, 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 blah. But it has a lot of other things in it. They have pancit palabok, which is not really a spaghetti, but it's kind of like a noodle thingy that we have, and it's very Asian, specifically very Filipino, and it's very yummy. They also have burger steaks. They have desserts there. They have, other, like the normal McDonald's stuff.
Oh, that's incredible. Like, so they just have a wide variety.
Yes, and very yummy. Oh my God, I'm missing it right now.
Like I hear that they have some over here in the States, but the thing is that I'd have to drive like a day and a half to get there.
Oh shit.
Would you say that the drive is justified?
I don't know. Depends on your taste. It's really Filipino.
Okay.
So for Filipinos, we're gonna be like, yeah, sure, why not? I would. But also the Filipino part of me says, no, I am not wasting money. I can just make it by myself. Because Filipinos are always like that. Like, yeah, we don't have to buy that. We can make it by ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
Which is the equivalent of the Americans. We have food at home.
Yeah. We have food at home. It is the thing that I do not like to hear because I actually like to eat out a lot.
I like eating. I like cooking, but I also like eating out sometimes when I'm feeling lazy.
I like cooking. I don't like cleaning up the mess, you know?
Oh, that's so true. The washing.
Yeah, that is, to me, that is like the thing that's the deal breaker for cooking. Like I love home cooked meals. I don't like home cooked messes, so I like I'm the kind of person that uses like disposable stuff a lot because I'm like, as soon as I'm done with this, I never want to see it again. So it's just like plates and forks and spoons and stuff, like, oh, they're disposable, just throw them out. But you don't have cooking utensils that are like that a lot of the time. You can't be like, okay, well, I'm using a disposable whisk. That doesn't exist.
Disposable whisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually hate the cleaning part, like the pots and the pans, and because when I cook stuff, I try. This is just me, or I don't know if it's really the recipe, because sometimes I just make things up.
Mm-hmm.
Like noodles. Like, how do you cook your noodles?
You
just pour boiling water.
Boiling water, precisely. I thought that was just going to be a trick question. I was like, is there a right way to cook noodles? Are you trying to trick me?
No, that's the normal way. But when I want noodles, what I do is that, let's say I take 3 packs of noodles. I cook it, and then I drain the water from it. And then I get chilies and garlic, and then I blend it, make it as a sauce. Then I cut carrots, I cut parsley, and then I fry the chilies that I blended. And then sometimes I put some pork or chicken in it, and then I fry eggs too and scramble it. And then I mix it together, and the seasonings from the noodles, I put it in there. I put water, and then I just have all of these spices and things for cooking into a sauce, and then that's when I pour my noodles in, and then mix it and eat it.
Okay,
So
I would like to take a moment to interrupt you here for if I can, but like everything you just described, have you considered making starting a channel where all you do is describe how you cook things? Because that was incredible.
I was gonna say, welcome back to Cooking with MCT.
Yeah, welcome
We're
back to
talking
Cooking with
about pasta.
MCT. Like the entire description in my head, I was like, gosh, I just ate and I'm hungry again.
God, I get that so many times on my stream because when I talk to them about like what I want to cook, what I want to make, like, oh, I'm hungry.
Mhm.
And they're like, what do you want to eat, MCT? Oh, this is what I'm going to do. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay, cooking ASMR.
Yeah, cooking ASMR. I would be 100% down for that. I would be your first subscriber. I'm not even lying.
And now Filipinos have two kitchens.
No.
We have the indoor kitchen and we have the dirty kitchen.
Okay.
It's not dirty, but we cook outside, and that's why we call it dirty kitchen.
I got you.
Indoor kitchens are when you just want people to see, like visitors and friends and relatives, like, oh, they have a nice kitchen. Oh, they can cook stuff there, you know?
Right.
But the dirty kitchen is where all like the amazing cooking is happening. Like where we put our woks out and we do like the flipping thingies and the mixing.
Oh, that's great. So one of them's strictly for show, while the other one
Yes.
is where all the cooking actually happens.
Yes.
One's for show, the other's for making the neighbors jealous of what you're eating.
Yeah. I think that, more rooms in the house should be like that because, there clearly, if you live in a room, it's inevitably going to get messy. However, if each house comes with 2 rooms for the same purpose, so like I could have the living room that I actually use and I can have the living room that's for show, for guests. Like, welcome to my living room. As you can see, it is spotless. There is no pasta stains on my couch.
Oh,
But
Bard's out here just gonna buy 2 houses.
yeah, and one of the houses is where I take guests, and the other house is like where I actually live. And anyone who looks inside is like, please don't tell anyone how I live.
shh, this is a secret between the two of us.
You saw
If my
nothing.
secret, you saw nothing.
House number 1 is like spotless. House number 2 looks like an episode of Hoarders gone wrong.
And the funny thing is that both of your like the house for show is like in front, and the real house is just at the back.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or,
It's just this little pathway to it, and you're like, that's just my warehouse, where I store things.
right. And what's
Don't
the
go
weird
in
thing?
there.
Here's the weird thing. Like, I've always kind of like thought about this. Like, this could legit be like a thing that people start doing. I don't understand why they don't. By the way, this is 100% my idea. Copyright Bard. Do not steal. Original character, do not steal. But the idea that I had is, you have a house that is like basically like 1, maybe 2 stories, but then it has like 3 sub basements, right? And the sub basements is where you actually live. So like there's like a secret door in the top levels that takes you to where you actually live, like a bat cave, But
But I don't think this is something that's original for you. I think this is something that serial killers started.
I somehow knew that I was going to turn into that. But see, in my head, I'm not picturing like I'm going to take people down there to murder them. I'm thinking like I have this. So like, for example, if anyone should break into my house, right? They're breaking into the top levels. They don't know where the secret door is. So they're in here to murder me, but they're just like, well, I guess he's just not home because they don't know about the sub basements.
So
And then no, install a speaker somewhere and a camera and then scare them.
Right.
I'm gonna help you with this part.
Okay, help me.
So you can buy a deactivated nuclear missile silo,
Oh, God.
and then you just build your house on top of that. And then
Yes.
whenever you want, you have a bunker basically that goes like 400 feet down into the earth, and it's just stories and stories of underground tunnels.
Yeah, that's precisely what I wanted. That is exactly it.
And if you acquire one, you can also put your nuclear missile or any other type of missile in the silo. It's a missile silo.
I would like to take a moment. I just realized that I haven't done this, but to welcome everybody who's in the chat. I saw As the Raven Dreams, Nightmare's Edge, Gamma Akutabi, Lord Mordor, and now Pimp Demon. Welcome, guys. We are discussing totally not serial killer basement layers.
Stuff. Mm.
Not at all. Not. You're not doing anything nefarious in your basement layer. It's just for living.
We're discussing animes, our favorite animes.
Yeah.
My favorite anime is Nuclear Missile Silo House for Bard.
Yes, but
Like how the stream is for anime, and then we just started with just food, and now we're like doing serial killer stuff. Nice.
in all
This
fairness to
happens
us,
every week.
yes, I was gonna say we never stay on task. It's just we start with a prompt and then we wander all over the place. We're very bad at keeping our attention span focused.
It's okay.
It's like
My
we have
attention
it.
span is of a goldfish.
Right.
It's like we have it written down on a piece of paper that we're going to talk about this and this and this, and our guest is MCT, and then the show starts and it's like, we'll just crinkle up the paper and toss it away and just talk about food and dogs and everything serial killer with Bard.
Yeah, and here's the crazy thing. I noticed that we do this, so I actually have an alarm on my phone that goes off every 5 minutes after the stream starts, reminding me, hey, get back on topic. Sometimes I listen to it. Other times I ignore it wholeheartedly.
The problem with me is that I never do that because I myself, I am very random.
Yeah.
Like I just go to like everywhere. And like people who go on my stream, they're like, "Are you gonna do like an interview? Or are you gonna ask me questions?" Like, no, we're literally just gonna chat.
We're gonna live
Whatever
life,
comes in-
baby. We just
What interview are you talking about? I can't stare at that list for more than 5 seconds. Gives me a headache.
Yeah, I feel like like the a very light what do you call it, framework works best, because that's when the real magic happens, where people are just allowed to wander into conversations completely unguided, and it's the most hilarious and unique method of conducting an interview, I feel.
Yes, I
Yeah.
like stuff like that. What time is it there though? From where you guys are?
For me it's noon 30.
And it's about 1:30 for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Daringer's about an hour in the future.
Did you guys eat lunch already?
I did.
Yes.
What did you have for lunch? I'm so interested in food. What did you have for lunch?
All right. You're not allowed to make fun of this, but
Is it Mountain Dew? Is it any energy drink?
no, I'm not allowed. But here's the reason why you're not allowed to make fun of it, is because I've been making sandwiches that I'm going to pitch to different sub restaurants. So I'm going to be sending my recipes to, say, I don't know, Jimmy John's, Subway, Quiznos, and see whoever adopts it, right? But like these sub sandwiches have very adult themed names. So for today, I had what's called the Salami Dami Mami. And it's basically salami on rye with Swiss cheese and a whole lot of attitude.
You're not allowed to laugh. Right?
I'm making that up.
I'm not allowed to laugh, right? I'm gonna cry instead.
Bard, I will move to Texas and we will open up this sub shop. We don't need to pitch these ideas. We will open up this sub shop.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be a hit. I know it.
Make a channel that just talks about your sub shop and
Oh,
everything you make in it. Because that's like a big thing on like YouTube right now. Like people just putting orders together.
mhm.
And, like people like watching that. Like people are just like, how about you mix this, and this, and they're like, all right, that's for the next video, and then they do it on the next video, and people do watch it, and like, and then they suggest more, and then like, what if I just do that?
Hey, give it a shot. Like,
No, not really. That's exhausting.
I mean, I can imagine. Like the way that I feel like is, like if you're gonna do kind of like a live stream, make it about something that you would do anyway. So like if you're going to be cooking anyway and you happen to have your recording equipment in the kitchen with you, why not?
If you randomly have your recording equipment in the kitchen with you, like you really have no idea how it got there. It's just there, fully set up, ready to go.
And I just want to throw this out to the chat. What ingredients would you like to see on the salami dami mami?
It's got to have at least like 4 pounds of salami.
Yeah, it's got to have 4 pounds.
Like it's
Gotta
got to
be
be one
thick.
of those sandwiches that like one bite is going to send you into like a comatose.
I feel
It's gotta
like
be
I know that Raven cannot be in this on the stream right now because I said it in his presence once, and his reaction was just gold. He was just like, "Oh God." But I didn't see him say anything about it, so I think he's presently not paying attention. Or the salami dami mommy went ahead and put him into the food coma.
We call this subs like 18 plus. That's what the sub shop's going to call, and our special is an 18-inch sub.
An 18-inch sub. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yes, it's
Very
one.
smart, Dareinger.
that is your typical 12-inch from Subway
Probably the only
plus a
reason why
half.
I've come to America, just to eat the sandwiches there.
We're gonna have to get like the what do you call it, the bread custom made so that it's the 18 inches. But now that I've said all that, Derringer, what did you have for lunch?
I had Hot Pockets because
It's a hot pocket. Let me
yeah,
Google that.
they were
Oh.
triple meat Hot Pockets. So they had ham, pepperoni, and sausage in them.
Man. I'm literally Googling this. I have no idea what this is.
You have never heard of a hot pocket?
No, we don't have that here.
Oh,
Oh.
I think they're also known as hand pies, maybe.
They
But
call it. Wait. Jollibee has one of these pies. Jollibee. Oh yeah, Jollibee's peach mango pie is absolutely glorious.
you had me at peach mango.
Peach mango pie. Oh, one of my favorites. It's always not available because once it's available, people are like, "Can I have two? Can I have?" People just buy it. Oh, it's so good.
That sounds amazing. Peach and mangoes are two of my favorite fruit. So,
Peach mango pie. Oh,
and I've had peach pie. I've never had a mango pie. That I didn't even know that was a thing.
it's so nice. You can Google peach mango pie Jollibee.
I might, since there's not a Jollibee near me, I might just like download the recipe and make it myself.
well, I mean, if you ever come, you said you're going to come visit us here,
Yeah.
and then you and I will take an excursion and go up to Chicago because there's apparently 2 Jollibees in Chicago.
Hell yeah, let's go.
It's only like a
What
13-hour
flavors they have?
drive.
It's a
Because Jollibee has multiple flavors now for pie. Before they had the peach mango pie, but then they added the ube pie. Then they have choco mallows. Then they have. Why is food so good? Ugh, I am so hungry right now. It's 12:30 a.m. and I am so hungry right now. I cannot wait to eat breakfast.
Breakfast is
Oh.
actually my favorite meal of the day.
Those are like the
Was that there?
pies you get at like McDonald's. For McDonald's, the pies that she was talking about are like the McDonald's ones, except
Oh,
McDonald's got rid of all their like good flavors.
so they only have apple left?
Yeah, it's
When was the last
unfortunate.
time I had McDonald's? 4 years ago.
Holy cow.
4 years ago. Yeah, that's right. Oh,
It's
damn, that's a long time.
that is a long time. I had like McDonald's like 4 hours ago.
It's a long time.
Yeah. It's just it's readily available on every corner here in the States. So I mean, like if you want a McDonald's, you don't have to travel far.
Oh,
You
it
don't.
is available here. I'm just not really into
Mm.
it.
I
I
think
ordered like the weird stuff like in fast foods, like say KFC. I don't get like a bucket of chicken. I get their curry bowl. So they have like rice in it,
they
and
have a
then they put
curry
like
bowl.
chicken. Yeah,
What?
green curry bowl is my favorite.
Man, KFC's holding out on us. We don't have any of that.
I'm sorry.
KFC.
I am so sorry to say this, but America's versions of like fast food are one of the saddest in the world.
That's scary because we invented it. It's kind of like,
One of
like
the saddest in the world.
it originated here,
But
but everybody else gave it the spice. You know what I'm saying?
because I think it like caters to where, because Americans are not really into rice. I think like most of you are not really into rice,
Hmm.
not as much as Asians. So most of you have like your burgers and your fries, which is your thing. And for Asians, we would like rice. So maybe that's why they put a twist in it. So like they have a curry bowl. So it's like rice in a bowl, and then they put chicken pops in, and then they sprinkle, not sprinkle, like put a lot of like green curry sauce in it, and then so hungry. I'm just thinking about the Korean barbecue bowl from KFC too.
There's
I
also
want to try like half the menu items off of like a Japanese McDonald's because they have just like really weird sounding stuff.
Can you give me some examples?
I can look up a Japanese McDonald's menu right now and tell you. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it depends on if Google Translate will translate the stuff for me.
You got Google
You should
Lens,
go.
right?
Uh, yes.
Yeah, Google Lens will
Question
translate
mark.
it if you just hold up your camera to it, which is the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes. God damn. I use that so much here.
Same.
So much.
Yeah, it is so handy. Like I went to like I mentioned San Francisco recently, and they have a Chinatown where everything everywhere is in Chinese. So I'm just holding up my phone to everything, like I'm taking a picture of it, and it's telling me, well, this is what you got in front of you. I'm like, this is so handy. Oh my god.
It's so helpful
Hmm.
in restaurants because here everything is also written in Thai, and I cannot read and write in Thai. And
Okay, it looks like Dareinger just sent me some stuff over the Discord about McDonald's. We have thickly sliced spicy bacon tetama. We have teritama, broiled soy sauce style double thick beef, broiled soy sauce style bacon tomato thick beef, and then something.
This is just like the like poorly translated app thing
Oh,
that.
I see, I see. And then we have something called a Big Mac. Can't imagine what that is.
very confusing.
Right.
No idea what a Big Mac is.
They have a double shrimp fillet sandwich.
Ooh, shrimp cakes. They're using shrimp cakes for it.
Okay, I'm so happy that you know what that is because when he said double shrimp fillet, I had no clue. I was like, what do you mean?
Shrimp
Well, you
cakes
just
are
take
so yummy.
the shrimp and you fillet the shrimp, and then
Well, yeah, but see, like a shrimp is small, so I kind of imagined that they were putting like two shrimp on there, and I was like, are they big shrimp?
You get a lot.
it's
You
like
get a
it's like
lot
a
of the
shot.
shrimp, and then they cut it into small pieces,
Mhm.
and then they mix in like flour, seasonings, and all the other things they want to put in it, and then they make it into like little circly things, and then they deep fry it, and that's what a shrimp cake is.
Just kind of like a crab cake, but with shrimp.
So that's supposed to be
Oh,
teriyaki,
I think so.
double teriyaki McBurger.
I
Double.
love teriyaki sauce, so like apparently they just have every single sandwich as a teriyaki version.
I love the sound of that. That is something I would get.
I
Well, when
cook a
you
lot of teriyaki chicken. I cook teriyaki chicken every week, Derringer.
And so what you're saying is you're
so
gonna
what you're
invite us
saying is
over?
you're inviting us over.
Yes, if you come here, I'll cook for you. I really love cooking. I'm not good at it.
Mhm.
I say I'm not good at it, but people eat it, so I think it's fine since it's edible. Uh,
Uh,
you should try 7-Eleven food from different countries.
we just got a 7-Eleven here in Texas, or well, in my part of Texas, I should say. There's been 7-Elevens in Texas forever, but in my town, we didn't have them until just recently, like last year.
7-Eleven in Japan, 7-Eleven in Thailand. Those are like really good 7-Elevens. The snacks and the pre-made meals and the foods just
Pimp Demon says that his country came up with brown cheese, and he is not proud. I would love to hear more about this brown cheese if you have details on it, because
I'm scared to Google it. Why am I scared to Google it? Wait.
I mean, me personally, I'm of the opinion that every kind of cheese is just darn Gouda.
Thank you for joining us
Yes,
this week.
there we
We'll
go.
be back. We'll be next.
Lord Mordor. Wait, there's a Korean barbecue bowl at KFC. There is. It's so good.
That sounds delicious. No, no, I've been wanting Korean barbecue like for days, and it's just there's not one near me, so it's kind of like I have to make an excuse to travel to the other side of the city.
They cook
So,
their rice in a specific way. I have no idea how they're cooking it.
Mhm.
They put it in a bowl, they throw in chicken pops, and they put carrots and corn and this super yummy barbecue sauce, and they also throw like cabbage on it, and it's just like one big bowl of happiness.
so
My hopes and
apparently,
dreams in a bowl.
the McDonald's in Japan have working ice cream machines because you
What?
can get a Kit Kat McFlurry and a strawberry Kit Kat McFlurry. And
Funny though, I think that issue is just with the US. Like, I think it's a meme now at this point, like, because I always see it, like, people from the US are always saying, like, oh, their machines are broken. Like, I've never had that issue before. Oh,
Uh,
like, never.
I
I
honestly
believe it
think.
has.
Yeah, go ahead there.
I believe it has to do something with laziness,
Mhm.
honestly, because for our health code standards, you have to like clean those machines
Mm.
like basically with a toothbrush until they're spotless. And the people who work there just don't want to take the like 2 or 3 hours to clean it properly. So they just say, it's broken.
Especially at
Can't
night,
ice cream.
because usually, like, it'll be roundabouts like 9 p.m. whenever they decide that the machine just broke. So I think it's kind of like we cleaned it last at 8:30 p.m. So starting at 9, the machine's broke. We don't want to clean it in the middle of the night, especially because we have like a lot of 24-hour drive-throughs and stuff like that. And people who are up at like 2 a.m. going through a drive-through are gonna order the most. Like I've never been at a Taco Bell or a McDonald's at 3 a.m. and ordered myself something sensible. I'm like, no, I'm about to pig out. So I really do think that they're like, okay, well, if we leave the machine on the entire night, then like every so many orders, we're gonna have to clean it again. And at night, whenever you have the skeleton crew, which it'll be like 2-3 people working, that means that that's one set of hands that's constantly stuck cleaning the machine.
Makes sense. God damn you, Dareinger. Now I'm just looking at the food that you sent. I am
It
such
looks
a
fantastic.
I love sweets so much. Cakes, ice creams. Like the burgers that you sent were like, meh, okay, burger. Like,
Oh, speaking of cake, so I've told you before, MCT, that my wife is kind of an amateur baker, right? Okay,
he's
so
not amateur anymore.
and well, I was gonna share with you like the birthday cake that she made for me since it was my birthday recently. Uh, Now I'm just
Did she
gonna.
make a cake?
Yeah, she did make a cake, and it's kind of like I was not expecting this, so I'm gonna share it on the Discord here, and I might even put it on.
It's funny because the first thing
That's
that I saw was the
amazing.
Jujutsu Kaisen at the back, but the cake is amazing. I just
Yeah, that's
the weeb in me was screaming Jujutsu Kaisen shirt.
That's
What
right.
she needed to do is like make like a little fondant chili dog so he could hold on to it.
Right. She
I'll tell
actually made
you
a
my
couple of fondant chaos emeralds, but they didn't come
favorite.
out perfectly. So it's just kind of like, and I'll post it on the Discord here in a second. I'm gonna like crop it a little bit so that it shows most of the cake and people aren't focused on my Jujutsu Kaisen T-shirt, which is the best.
You tell your wife I love her.
Yeah, we'll
And
do.
can she make carrot cake for me?
Funny you should mention because we're about to go into Easter, so there's a lot of carrot cake talk going around because of Easter
That
bunnies and whatnot.
that is my favorite type of cake. I love carrot cake so much.
Same, 100%. Carrot cake is 100% my favorite too. Give me just a second so that I can kind of edit this a little bit.
Wait a sec. I will be right back. I'm just gonna turn on the fan.
Sure.
It's funny because I turned on the AC because it was hot,
Mhm.
and it was super cold, so I turned it off. Now I'm feeling hot. I'm just gonna turn on the fan.
Brown cheese is made of the waste material from cheese production and milk and probably some. No. No.
I just heard you start to struggle. I was like, "There, are you okay?" And so, wait, it is what? Like basically cheese made from like basically like in the same way that you would make like hot dogs out of like the remainder for like for like
The remainder for like everything.
yeah, like out of other foods, like like the leftovers from like making salami and like hams and stuff.
Apparently.
Okay. So give me just 2 seconds here, and I will post the cake picture as soon as I can. Yeah, there we go. So, boom.
McDonald's is my favorite anime, by the way, Bird.
I
McDonald's
am back.
is my favorite anime. So,
Carrot cake is legit my favorite. Oh, Raven save! Oh, I love carrot cake so much.
so give me a
Oh,
second. I'm gonna move your darling pets for just a second so that we can show off the
it
cake.
is alright. It is alright.
There
They
is,
have been exposed to the public so many times.
yeah, like everybody knows what my pets look like. They have basically
I,
have their own show.
I shove it in their faces. These are my pets. Love them.
PA Nightmares has joined us, and Raven's back, and just in time to hear about the salami dami mommy sandwich. That cake is amazing. Yeah, that's courtesy of Mrs. Bard. She made that, and
Mrs. Bart is amazing. I
mm,
like her.
yeah, she basically like banished me into my office. She's like, "Don't come out of that office." I was like, "Okay," and then
She is my wife now.
when I came out, she's like, "Here's your birthday cake." I was like, "Wow, that is what? That is incredible." Yeah, but
Mm.
it's every year she does something different. Like there was a Captain America year, there was like an Overwatch year, there was a Justice League year, uh, Pokemon year. She was what's it called? Studying a lot, so she couldn't like make a cake. So what she did is she made a bunch of cupcakes, and all of them had a Pokeball design on them. So yeah, like she's kind of like amateur.
Raven. Again with the sandwich.
Again with the sandwich. Pimp Demon, that is Green Hill Zone, yes.
Oh, so Raven wasn't here when we were discussing opening up that store in Texas to serve
Yes.
all these. It's going to be called 18 plus, and the sandwiches are going to be 18 inches long,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to be all degenerate names that Bard comes up with.
All degenerate names that the Bard comes up with. Yeah, like, for example, the meat lover sandwich will just be called the Big Meat.
The Meat Mountain.
The Meat Mountain. It's been nice having the Nevermore Collective live while it while it lasted. YouTube coming down with the band hammer. I was like, "What's this? What's this? Shut him down! Shut him down!" Oh
I
man.
did nothing. It has nothing to do with me.
I was dragged into this conversation against my
I'm
will.
so dragged.
So speaking of McDonald's, MCT, what is your favorite anime?
I can't give a favorite. There is no favorite. I can only give a top.
Okay,
You can't choose one out of so many amazing stuff.
give us a top list, like a list of what is MCT's favorite animes of all time.
How many do you want?
Yeah,
That is.
however many you can give us, just like throw them all out there.
It'll take forever now. I'll just give like a top five, I guess,
Sure, a
and
top five works
honorable
for me.
mentions. Top five, One Piece.
Okay.
I love One Piece. It's taking forever to finish, but I still love it.
I remember hearing that Eiichiro Oda is wrapping it up. However, they said that about 5 years ago. And given how long it's been going, I'm like, hey man, this man wrapping it up it might take a while. But it
Like
is a
the cur-
juggernaut. That anime has been going on for so long, and the crazy thing that I hear about it is that everybody says that it has no filler, first of all, and
No,
and all of it is just top quality, which is incredible.
it is.
Yeah.
Look at me just defending it. Yes, it is. Yeah. So enthusiastic.
That's right, Bard. You said it. That's exactly it.
Like my room literally has One Piece posters put in it, and I even like cut the One Piece logo. I printed it and I like put it on like colored paper, the exact same color as the logo, and I put it in my walls,
Hmm.
and I printed their wanted posters.
Hmm.
Oh, I love this anime so much.
That's.
So One Piece.
Hmm.
Then we have FMA Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people love that. It was
I think I
uh,
agree with you. Yes.
so good.
Oh, so
So
good.
good.
Uh-huh. Like from beginning to end, it was a ride.
Yes.
Yes, so good.
I
That
just I just wanted more for the ending though. Like they should have the ending was perfect, but it's just me being selfish. Like I want more. Like I want to see their lives.
right.
Like like show me the wedding.
Yes,
Like
right. Between Ed and Winry.
right, show me the wedding. Then show me when she was pregnant. How was Ed acting while his wife was pregnant? Was he panicking? Did he get her the thing she wanted to eat? What
Yes.
did Al do? Did Al travel with that little what was their name again?
Josh, the guys from that one country. I don't remember its name either.
Yes,
Xing, I think it was.
I think
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Yeah. Now
And
here's something I have to say
mhm,
about Full Metal Alchemist is that it it has done something that no other anime has ever done, and that is it's created the most hated character in any series ever. Like everyone
The guy with the dog.
the guy with the dog.
oh,
Because
you just unlock horrible
here's the thing,
Corvette
like
neighbors.
I hear like arguments made for and against different characters who you're supposed to hate. Like everybody's supposed to hate Light Yagami from Death Note. He's the bad guy.
I don't even hate that guy.
Right, but they're like, hey, you know what? Like some people will argue, yeah, well, he was trying to do good, or yeah, okay, he was a little off the edge, but he wasn't bad. But like everybody hears Shao Tucker, and they're like, fuck that guy, that guy,
That guy.
yeah, that guy wins the most hated character in all of
Oh
anime.
my God, destroyed a child, destroyed the dog.
I
Oh
know.
my, destroyed my childhood.
Yes.
Destroyed
It's like, like,
God.
oh, well, he destroyed the child. Well, that's not so bad, but you destroyed the dog.
You destroyed the dog. How dare you?
Like, how could you? And they were both so adorable too, which makes it so much worse. I mean, like if it was, I mean, I don't, even ugly dogs, I think I would have been kind of against. Yeah. So
But
uh,
but there are no ugly dogs. There are
there's,
no ugly.
see, in my
No, no.
opinion, there's
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
like I was just saying, like a pug is not a graceful dog. It's not a beautiful dog, but the ugliness I think makes it cute, and I love it. Same thing is true for like
I disagree.
like the big droopy face dogs. Like like you have like the bloodhounds where their faces is just like hanging, so they look sad all the time. They're not graceful, but like I love them because they're adorable in their own way.
Oh, I want to cry because I can't disagree.
Right?
Right. Number 3 would be Gintama.
I hear
I don't
so
know
many
why
good
a
things
lot
about
of
Gintama, but I've
oh,
never seen it.
I don't know why people sleep on this anime. Maybe because the first 10 episodes is just complete chaos. But the thing is, the mangaka has a very unique humor.
Yeah,
So there are a lot of episodes that are just mainly like really weird. Like, but it's funny weird, you know?
yeah.
And but it also has its very serious moments that you're like, God damn, this is so good. This is just so good. Like,
And you catch either one or the other usually whenever you're like looking at stuff on it on the internet because you'll see like reviews and stuff and everybody's like Gintama is so funny, but then they'll show clips where it's like Gintama is so badass, and I was like, wait, I thought this was a comedy. When did it get this dark?
it's
So
it's it's good because it's a mix of everything. It
mm,
has great comedy.
mm,
It has amazing drama. It has amazing action,
mm.
and it's just like mashed into one big whole pie of awesomeness. Oh, Gintama. I literally downloaded all the episodes and I still rewatch stuff from time to time.
uh,
I am a weeb.
I think there's one episode in particular that I have seen, and it's one where he is Gintama, or I guess that's his name. I don't know, but
Gintoki.
yeah, Gintoki. Yes, that's right. That he's in a room, and I think he's in a room with his ex, and his ex is drunk, and so she is like a very violent drunk, and she's like beating the crap out of him.
Is
Did,
it a woman wearing black?
yes,
And she has this. Okay, yeah, yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
So like that's the episode that I remember, and I remember thinking, is like, wow, he is taking it really well, because
Oh,
like she's hitting him, she's like hurting him, and he's of course he's not like just like taking it. He's kind of like, oh, what the hell is happening? But at the same time, he's like handling it really well. I'm like, he's keeping his cool really well for what's happening.
I like Gintoki very much.
Hmm.
Another would be because I'm also into sports anime. I like sports anime very much. But my
Hmm.
favorite would be Haikyuu. It's a
Yes.
volleyball one. Do you like Haikyuu? I will cry if you don't like
I
Haikyuu.
haven't seen it, but here's the thing: like the hype around Haikyuu makes me believe that it is
Mm,
100% the best sports anime ever.
it
Because
is.
there's been sports anime before. There's been Slam Dunk. There's the Prince of Tennis, things like that, and you recognize them, but none of those has ever carried the same weight that Haikyuu does. Because Haikyuu just
No.
everybody knows Haikyuu. Like whether you like sports
Uh,
anime or not, you know it. So
Haikyuu is so good. There is no character in that damn anime that you could ever hate. You just love everyone, and they're just so quirky. And I literally spent money to buy merch. My first Nendoroid is a character from Haikyuu.
nice.
Yeah, I am obsessed with that anime. I love it. I even made a TikTok out of the anime character.
Oh, no way.
My there is a TikTok for it. I don't know where it is. I want to show you, but
You,
we can't show it to YouTube because it shows my face.
you
But I'll show it with you guys when I
okay?
find it.
Sure, sure. Show it to us whenever you find it. We will watch it.
Well, I'll open it later because it's in TikTok, and if I open my TikTok, it's my phone's automatically gonna scream. "Ah!" And the last one would be in the top 5 would be Kuroshitsuji or Black Butler.
Oh, Black Butler. My, my sister loves that anime, or she used to back when she was younger. She went kind of like through this goth phase. So, like, Black Butler was just like in her wheelhouse. But I don't know much about it, to be honest.
It's basically this child was his parents were killed and this child was kidnapped and made to suffer, and then he was like experimented on and like on the brink of death. He was so mad at everyone for betraying him and his family, so he called upon the devil. So
Hmm.
this devil steps in, this devil steps in and like saves him in exchange for the devil eating his soul. But the deal was the devil has to help him extract the revenge, like the revenge that he wants first before he can eat the soul. And the devil doesn't mind because the longer the time the child spends in being evil, the yummier the soul is. You know, like
Oh,
the yeah, he says like the soul, the wait for the soul is fine because it would taste like marvelous. Like the taste is just different out of this world because the child's just full of hatred and like revenge and stuff like that.
right, right, right.
It's dark.
I
It's
got you.
dark.
So he's like marinating the soul before he eats it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And he acts as the butler
Mhm.
for this child. So they try to build up the company, their household name. And while they're trying to do their revenge, of course, they have to work and do things. They're doing the bidding of the queen.
Mhm.
So whatever the dirty things that the queen needs to like be done, they're the ones like doing it.
I
And
got you.
there's like a lot of things going on. There's so many things going on, so it's not just focused on like the deal and like the child getting bad, because there's like also moments where the demon was like losing interest because the child was like getting soft, like not being that evil anymore.
Hmm. Okay, so it's
And
kind of it's an interesting dynamic in that case.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Um, Honorable mentions. What are my mentions? There's so much anime. Of course, we have the famous ones. The Attack on Titan,
Hmm.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, what it? There's so many. I can't even
Yu-Gi-Oh.
think.
Yugi.
Okay, I'm gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh so that Daringer's feelings does not get hurt. Raven mentioned one super cool anime.
Mhm.
It's called Another. Yes, Raven, I have seen Another. I'm not sure if Raven's still there.
Uh,
Another, Hell Girl. Yes, I've seen Hell Girl. That's also really good. Um, there's so much good anime. Hunter x Hunter,
uh,
Dororo, MHA, Black Lagoon, Mob Psycho, shit, Kakegurui.
yeah, we're in a.
Um,
I would say we're kind of in a golden age of anime. I think because
so much good
there's so
anime.
much of it. There's really something for everyone. I feel like if you're not into like the big three, which used to be like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and Bleach, but now it's probably something like My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, and One Piece. Um, no, actually, One Piece would have been part of the old big three, so it would have been One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. And now it's like
Mm,
My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, and something else. I don't know. But if you're not into those, there's still something out there for you. You know?
so many,
Yeah,
so many.
agreed. Like we're
And there's so many that's like good.
I was gonna say we were talking about food earlier. Food Wars is an anime.
Oh, I love that too.
the
I
the
just hated how they ended the story though. Like it's not enough.
Yeah, I haven't reached the end, but I can say this: the animation on the cooking in Food Wars is it has no business being that good. How does animated food look so much better than real life food? I'm like, stop
And
this.
and do not watch that anime around people who do not know that anime.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
really
because
important
it
that
because the sounds and it's literally just them showing how good the honey is, how yummy the honey is. But then I don't even want to talk about it.
it's very easy to mistake it for a very 18 plus animation because when people eat food and it's that good, they just kind of they emote in in very specific ways.
You
Just,
said
just
18
watch,
plus, and I was like, we should
just watch
just have TVs in our restaurant that play Food Wars like
Yeah, just like
nonstop.
Food Wars nonstop. Yes.
Raven and
The
Patience
top
are
three.
giving like.
Oh,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the top three animes on listed for Crunchyroll are Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, and One Piece. By the way,
Oh,
Oh
so
yeah, I
My
forgot
Hero
about Demon
Academia doesn't
Slayer.
even make it? Wow.
It is. I mean, it's one of the popular ones, but it's not like the top three that they have listed.
Okay. So One Piece, Demon Slayer, and Attack on Titan.
Demon Slayer was so good that I
I
couldn't wait for the anime. I just read the whole manga.
I love. Here's the thing about Demon Slayer. I love Tanjiro and Nezuko so much. I think they're just I love them.
Mm.
I
They're so
don't.
precious. You just want to protect them, you know? Like,
Yes, 100%. I
mm.
just want to protect him, but I don't like what's his name? Not the lightning boy.
Zenitsu?
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu.
I don't like him. He is insufferable. Oh my gosh. Like I get it, that's his personality is kind of like over the top, but sometimes I'm like, bro, just stop. You're being too over
What
the top.
season have you watched for
It
season one?
literally only what's on Netflix. So I've seen the first season plus the Mugen Train.
Don't worry. Season two, he gets better.
Oh,
He
thank
still
God.
has his crying moments, but he's more of a badass there now, and he's
Good.
more funny than annoying. So yeah, watch season two.
Fantastic. I am excited for it because
Season one, ugh, I get that.
yeah, he was literally the only thing weighing the show down for me because I thought Demon Slayer was really good. Um, but Zenitsu just killed it for me so many times. I was like, oh, dude, especially because him and Inosuke kind of have. I don't want to say it's the exact same personality, but it's the same level of personality, where Inosuke is always like, I want to fight, and Zenitsu's always like, I want to cry, so they're kind of like on the same level, just like polar opposite spectrums.
Yeah, I think that's part of like the character development that the mangaka is trying to make for them.
Right.
Because in season two, you just love the trio. You know, they're just this dumb trio that you
Mm-mm.
like. It's okay. You will survive season two.
Great.
Zenitsu is better.
Fantastic. And especially, because like I think they kind of had to be that way too. Like, Zenitsu and Inosuke had to be the way that they are because Tanjiro seems to have kind of like what they call a flat character arc where he's just the good guy and you know, he doesn't have a character arc traditionally like where the good guy goes from being good to like having his ideas challenged and kind of like changing his mind, so on and so forth. He's kind of like very always like, and demons are bad
Hmm.
and we have to take them down, but I'm a nice guy and I'm not gonna hunt them out of malice. So that's kind of his personality, and he doesn't seem to change, which is
It's perfect
it's
though.
not.
It really works.
Yeah, exactly. It's not bad. I mean, there's been other characters who have flat character arcs, like for example, Goku from Dragon Ball Z. He's the same guy at the beginning of Dragon Ball as he is at the end of Dragon Ball. And that's kind of, that's perfectly fine, but then that means that the characters around him have to kind of like they have to have more personality, like, or like more rambunctious personalities to just kind of balance out his quest, because his quest can't be the only thing. There has to be more life in the story.
Yes.
Yes. And
I want to say more, but then I went to Twitter and then I saw this meme about Attack on Titan. I will show this to you guys and
uh,
why I'm laughing.
okay, hit us with it. Stop. That is an excellent meme. I gotta share this with the stream. This is excellent. I love this.
Let me show you. And by the way, I want to acknowledge all the amazing anime that the people in the chat are talking about.
Sure.
Like Raven mentioned, Another and Hellgirl. These are considered as horror or scary animes, and these are wonderfully made. Like Hellgirl gives you the satisfaction of revenge. I just love it. And Another is just good horror. FMA, um, Love Live, School. This school, it started really cute, but then it was just scary. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Psychopass is also amazing.
Uh,
Future Diary or Mirai Nikki was nice. Soul Eater.
Never seen Soul
These are
Eater.
really good.
However, I have seen Fire Force, which is the second work
Ooh,
from the same author.
mm, I like that too.
Yeah.
I'm
Fire
sorry,
Force
I
is
get really talkative when it comes to anime because when I was in the Philippines, people don't really watch it, and I'm the only one who does, and I can't really like people see me weird, okay? I like memorize the songs and I sing the songs of the animes and I draw them and I print photos of them. And it was like she's so weird. It's like no, like their stories are like really good. Like the plots are really good. And they're like, but it's like drawings. It's like not real people, which makes it better.
I do
Huh.
think that like there's been a paradigm shift in that, however, because like it used to be that anime was for the weird people, but now it's become so mainstream. You know, like for example, Jujutsu Kaisen the movie is in theaters, and it's gotten excellent reviews here in the states. So I'm just like, yeah, that is a huge step forward. You know, like uh, for example, 5, 10 years ago, you would have never seen an anime movie in theaters unless it was just like for
One of the like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon.
Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or something that was very specifically for kids. Like, you know, you had like the Hayao Miyazaki movies like Ponyo, for example. So they're like, yeah, you
Ah,
know,
the Ghibli movies.
yeah, like the Ghibli movies. They'd be like, yeah, these are kids
Oh,
movies, you
no.
know? Like so you can put Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or Ghibli in theaters, but now it's like, nah, man, Demon Slayer's in theaters. You can go to the theater and watch Mugen Train. Or you can go to the theater and watch Jujutsu Kaisen. And in my head, I'm like, we're winning because that is good.
Like I feel so sad for them, like judging like the judging anime as a whole, like the stories. Of course, there are trash animes, but also the same with like movies with humans in it. There are trash movies.
Agreed.
They are missing the amazing plots that go into these animes. Like, are you kidding me? Do
Uh,
you just because it's drawings and art and you're not gonna the plot.
Right. Like, for example, I remember a while back ago at work, I tried telling people that, and this isn't technically anime, it's kind of like an American made thing, but I told people that Avatar The Last Airbender was phenomenal, that the story was perfect, that the characters were great, and, you know, like that it was just, it hit on so many themes like war and, you know, like what does it take to be a good person, like redemption and stuff like that. And they're like, isn't that a kid's show? And I was like, okay, see, you're missing the point. I'm like this should yeah, okay, maybe it has like a kid's aesthetic to it, but like no, this show is very very solid, you know. But they're like, nah, you know, Game of Thrones is where it's at, and I'm like, I guess, but you know, you are missing out basically.
If they say that anime is a kids show, tell them to let their kids watch Black Lagoon.
Oh
Now
no,
tell them like show your kids Black Lagoon. Definitely learn the singing and the dancing and you know
Black Lagoon
uh,
of all things.
give them Black Lagoon because it's a kids thing, right?
Yeah,
You
right.
see nuns there, people of God there, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like I've only seen a little Black Lagoon, but like a little bit went a long way. I was like, holy cow.
It's really good. It's really good. I've been watching anime since I was 5.
I was like, man, I've
I've
seen
seen it
Tarantino
for
movies with less
um
cursing than Black Lagoon.
ugh, Gagago was so like, hello, Mochi. Sorry, my dog. Hello. She's like, why are you talking at 1 a.m., Mom? Don't
uh,
worry about it, Mochi.
let's see. Raven says that whenever he and Patience first saw that, they cried. Or no, Patience cried. He's excluding himself from that one. But which one are we talking about?
The Pokemon movie.
Pokemon movie.
Oh, yeah, like the first Pokemon movie with that scene at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said ain't nobody sitting with dry eyes when Pikachu tries to revive Ash.
Oh, I know.
Oh no, no, do not unlock that memory.
Too bad, MCT. You gotta relive it now.
I think we all
He just
relived it just
he
now.
just keeps using Thunder Shock.
Oh,
He just
I
keeps
remember
using
how
Thunder Shock. But Ash ain't coming back.
Pikachu.
I
I remember the screams.
gosh, that movie gave me like serious Lion King vibes too at the end because like, you know, Simba trying to revive Mufasa, it's the same thing. I was like, why does this always get me? But
I'd
Demon
argue
is
it's
right. Show
worse.
the kids berserk. Show the kids berserk.
oh yeah, 100%. Let's show the kids Berserk. That
Why haven't I thought about that?
whew. I did not think I was gonna like Berserk. I love
Me
Berserk.
too.
That is such a
Me
good.
too.
That is a
When
good
I saw the
anime.
art, I was like, but then I
Yeah,
watched it like, ah.
because it looks grungy. It looks very dark, very grungy, and so I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, nah. But after I remember, man, like finishing the first arc, I was like, what do you mean there's no season 2? This sucks. This
That's the thing I hate about anime is like you find the little like, one season, 12 episode anime, you watch it in like one day, and it's just so good that you're like,
Please, no
season 2
game, no
win.
life. No game, no life. Have you seen that?
I've seen parts of No Game No Life.
Oh, people have been getting upset about that because it's so good. But there is no season 2 at all because they said that there were like problems about copyright and stuff. And the
Yeah, I mean, like that's so frustrating when that happens too, because like there's some anime that they will go on hiatus because there's like problems in the studio, and then you kind of have to question, well, are we gonna finish though? So like there was that problem with Attack on Titan that the fourth season took so long to come out. And I don't remember why it was, but like I think that there was like problems with the studio and like with the animation companies. And so it was like, oh well, it's been delayed again, and it's just like, please tell me you're gonna finish Attack on Titan, because season 3 ended in such a high point that I'm like, I want to know what happens.
Oh, by the way, for the horror, like of course we're for the horror community, but if you're looking for a horror anime, the art looks kind of old, but it's not bad. But it's a really good horror anime. Um, shit, it was on the top of my tongue, tip of my tongue, and now I cannot remember it.
Hmm?
What? How did I forget? Wait, give me a minute. Like
Okay.
I was thinking about sharing this because it was so good. Because it literally scared me. And it takes a lot to scare me from animes.
Well, while you're trying to remember it, I do want to recommend one that is kind of like a horror anime. And here's the thing, everybody
Ghost
here,
Hunt.
Ghost Hunt is
Thank
so
you.
funny.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god.
Wow, is it funny? It's so good.
No, wait, are we talking about Ghost Hunt? Which one's the one that I'm thinking of? So you're thinking Ghost Hunt where it's the serious guy that has a ghost hunting company, and he has like two mediums
Yes,
that are
yes,
adults and then
yes,
the girl
yes,
that's like his intern, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I'm thinking about Ghost Stories. There's one anime called Ghost Stories where the company that was producing the dub, I think they went bankrupt, so they just kind of like had already paid for it. So they were like, okay, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? We don't care. Do what you want. So the people working on the dub just remade the script, and the script that they remade was hilarious because it is sarcastic, it is dry humor, and things that before were just kind of really tense are now played for like with an air of comedy. Like honestly, guys, whenever this stream is over, go on YouTube and search best of ghost stories anime, and you will be treated to like 10 minutes that will be the most funny 10 minutes of your life. But that being said,
Stories.
Ghost Hunt is a great anime. It
It is. Oh God.
Yes.
I did not expect that. Literally, like the last story that they had on that whole season was just scary. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. It's just
Yeah.
very disturbing. Like,
N-
what the fuck is
Very
this?
true. I remember that the last story I was like on the edge of my seat, and that's another one that really made me mad because there was no second season, and I was like, you can't just leave it at this, man.
And it's really effed up because usually they solve things. Like usually that's what happens in animes. There's an issue with ghosts in this place and they solve it, everything is good.
Right.
But then the last thing is like, nope, we can't do anything about this. This is too scary. This is too dangerous. Let's pack it up. Let's go. And like, no, we have let that
Yeah.
no.
PA Nightmares in the chat says that Parasite is a good anime and he wants more of it. Have you seen Parasite?
Yes, I've seen it. It's so good.
Yeah, that's like a
It's literally
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to cut you off. I meant to say, yeah, it's a very body horror thing.
I
Yeah.
love it so
Yeah.
much.
It's really good.
Did they make a live action version of that?
Yes.
I think they did.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
that's the one where like the guy's hand can turn into like
And
a knife, right?
Yeah. That
so
that
that's
is.
why it's very important for you to keep your headsets that have wires in it.
Yes. Um, I was gonna recommend one that everybody here knows Creepy Clown Girl, right? Yeah, I don't think it's a stretch to say that she's a very very integral part of our YouTube horror community, right? But so she ended up watching an anime called Pet Shop of Horrors, which is a
Oh,
horror
I
anime.
love that.
And whenever she tweeted about it, she says the main character sounds like Seraphine the Midnight Bard, and I was like, nah. And I went back and I like, because I'd seen it before, but I went back and I clicked it, and like I'm listening to Count D, which is his name, and I was like, holy cow, he does sound like me a little bit. That's crazy.
Wait, wait. Let me just remember. It's been so long. I think I've watched this when I was a kid. Pet Shop of Horrors. Is it? Did they have an episode where they like this like couple lost their child and they got a rabbit instead?
uh,
Like they got their child, but then the instructions was like to never feed her sweets.
yes.
And then oh yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
it. That's
that
the
that's
one.
the
Oh, that
one
was
where like
disturbing.
the pet shop had like really weird pets, but they always came with instructions, and the instructions, if you broke the instructions, that something horrible would happen.
Oh,
Uh,
the mermaid. They
the
had a mermaid.
mermaid one, oh, the mermaid one is the one
Oh,
that I always remember, where the guy broke the instructions and then terrible things happened, and I was like, oh no. There
I,
was,
I always dream about the rabbit part though.
yeah.
I always dream about the rabbit one.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, there's good horror anime out there, 100%. It's
A
crazy.
lot.
Hmm.
It
Like
is the rabbit
yeah.
one the one where it's like the big meme that you can see all over the place.
The what meme?
The rabbit from the Pet Shop of Horror. I'll just look it up because it's. Sorry for cutting you off, MCT.
Mm,
Go on.
no, it's all right. I was also thinking about what you were. I like stuff like this. Whenever you have anime streams, you can always call me. I do not mind staying up as long as I can weeb. As
Sure.
long as I can weeb.
Welcome to the Weeb Hour.
I also saw someone mentioning the time I got reincarnated as a slime. That's also an honorable mention. That's like really good.
It is really good. I haven't seen it all the way through, but I never expected it to go to the heights that it has.
Right?
That is the definition of an epic fantasy adventure. Good lord. 'Cause-
So good.
Yeah.
That's a good isekai because we have a lot of isekais nowadays because
Yeah.
that's one of the most famous genres right now, and some are just so dry. Like, yeah, MC gets reincarnated. He is OP,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
So let me ask
But
you this, since we're on the subject. Okay, you get isekai'd. What anime do you want to end up in?
why are you asking hard questions at 1 a.m.?
I'm so sorry.
How can you choose? How do you choose? You just ask God to give you the power of teleportation so you could just move to different
So
isekais
you
when
get
you want.
isekai into different worlds. I love it.
I can't choose. Like, I want to be in One Piece because I want to be on their ship and go on adventures with them and like fight people. But I also want to be with Rimuru because it's also like fun and everybody's strong there and happy. Everybody loves each other. But I also want to be in Overlord and serve Ain-sama and be one of like the seven maids that he has. You can't choose. But I definitely do not want to be in Attack on Titan. No, no, no,
Oh
thank
yeah,
you. I'll just
that's the one you don't
no.
want to get isekai into. Like no,
The
that
moment you get Isekai, and then when you look up, there's just a Titan standing in front of you.
I'd be like crap. I hope if I get eaten, I get isekai into something a little more tame.
And now you're like, oh shit.
Oh man. But what's it called? I don't know. Like to me, like I have always kind of wanted to be like, all right, so if I get isekai, I want to get isekai into a world where it's very easy for me to get good at the world, you know? So, like, I don't want to be isekai into somewhere where, like, for example, I don't want to be isekai into Dragon Ball because unless I'm a Saiyan, I'm not going to be as strong as the rest of them. But I would like it so, for example, to be isekai into, like, the Pokemon world because everybody can have a Pokemon. Everybody can be a good Pokemon trainer if they just work on it. Um, so I think that would be, and plus, you know, like having pets that are that level of intelligent, in my opinion, would be awesome. But so something like that, for example. Definitely not into Attack on Titan. I don't want to be there. That is the worst.
I want to be a manager, a team manager for one of the teams in Haikyuu. Or
Yeah.
oh my god, because all I have to do is just give them their drinks, and I can just stare at them. Go, go team, go!
Yeah, go
What team
win.
are you cheering for? All of them, all of them.
You win that championship, kiddos. Give it your all.
Who are you cheering for? Don't worry about it. Cheer for everybody.
Everybody's a winner.
Oh my god, I love anime so much.
Same. So, what is your favorite piece of anime merch that you own?
Oh, my Nendroid.
Yeah,
My Nendroid.
the Haikyuu Nendroid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Nendroid so much, but they are expensive.
Yeah.
And I've bought like fake ones before. So no, to be honest, I did not understand that there are like OG ones and fake ones for Nendroids. I just thought they were Nendroids. And I bought fake ones before, not knowing they were fake. And I just thought like maybe they're selling this cheap because it doesn't come with the box.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got it, like it was still an Android. It was nice, but you can really see like the quality is not that good. You know, like on the clothes there are like patches and stuff.
Right.
And then I researched for like really good quality, and then it was like, oh, okay, so they come in box, they have numbers.
Yeah.
Because before I just watch anime, I don't really do merch. The most merch I can do would be a keychain and a poster.
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine gave me money as a gift, and he's like, I want you to have this money and buy an Android for yourself. I'm like, oh my God. And so I bought my first Android.
Yeah.
And now I have what do you call that? And like little eggs where you insert coins
Mhm.
and then you turn the thingy and then like an egg comes out, and inside the egg there's a toy. What do you call that?
It's like a gumball machine, right?
Yeah. It looks like that.
Oh, okay. So, like one of the what do you call it? Like the gacha machines.
Yes, something like that. Okay, I have. I'll just take a photo of it and then show it to you.
Sure.
Because until I have my own room to put all my merch in, I just keep them in the packs that I got them in.
I should start doing that because, like, I take them out of the pack and then I'm like, oh, but they're so much easier to stack when they're in boxes.
Because I don't want them to get any dust or anything. Because I am a weeb.
Yeah,
and it
same.
hurts my feelings to see my merch in pain. This is my second favorite. Yeah, Raven, like the gacha thingies.
Yeah.
Thingies.
I'm not allowed anywhere near gacha machines, like, because that I will tell you right now, I am addicted to like those things. Like, for example, I will open booster packs of trading cards because I am addicted to the random chance and the chance that I might get the one that I want. And gacha machines are the same. It's basically like I want this one, and I will not stop until I get that one.
Until I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that chance to get that super ultra rare chocolatey sparkly card.
I know.
Or the golden action figure. You could spend $100 and never get that, but
yeah,
you could also spend $1 and get that.
Yeah, by getting it off eBay or something. Yeah. Like, for example, like I'm a fan of the game Overwatch, and they used to have like these backpack clips like pretty early on whenever the game came out, and it was like, oh yeah, like there's 31 characters in Overwatch, and you don't know which clip is inside this pouch. So I was like, damn it. But I know I want Reinhardt, and I'm gonna keep getting these backpack clips until I get Reinhardt. And I never did. And here's the funny thing: they have like the regular ones that are just like colored the way the character is colored, and then they have like the super rare gold ones, right? That when you open it, it's just solid gold, right? And I got so many gold ones that these are supposed to be hard to get, but I never got the regular colored Reinhardt that I wanted. I don't even have a backpack to clip them on. They're just like hanging out now.
I would not complain if I ended up with 36 Mercies, Raven. That was the best.
That is how you end up with 36 Mercies. Yes, agreed. Okay, so PA's got to go. So I will say later, PA. Pimp Demon did leave, and also goodbye to Pimp Demon. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye bye.
Helix says that he beat Sky, which is that is referencing our monthly Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, which we hold here in the Nevermore Collective. Sky is right now one of the strongest duelists that we have, and she has called me out. She says, I am going to beat Bard in our next tournament. Watch me. And so I just wanted to throw that out there. It's like, hey guys, I'm the final boss of this game. You got to beat me. It is super exciting. If I got isekai'd into Yu-Gi-Oh world, I would be one of the bad guys. Like, beat me, guys. You can't.
But I want to be your friend there.
What's that?
Let's be honest, Bard. We would both be like the players with like the vanilla monsters that are all level like 5s that you can't summon.
Yeah, agreed. So it's exciting, but so the fact that Helix beats Sky, I mean, the Sky is very strong, and she does have like some off days. The thing about her is you got to beat her consistently for it to count. Raven says,
I'm Joey Wheeler.
Dareinger is Joey.
Brooklyn Rage.
Brooklyn Rage.
But I'll also go off topic real quick
in
saying that the people in the Discord over the past like month or so since we've started the Discord, everyone has like improved greatly from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And it's all because they want to beat you.
It's all because they want to beat me. Like I was saying this yesterday that it was like 3 a.m. and they're just chatting with each other about how bad they want my winning streak to come to an end. And I wake up and I'm reading this, and it was a long conversation too. So I'm like, I wake up and I'm looking through the conversation. I was like, wow. I was like, I have never like been so proud about being the bad guy. This is crazy. But our next tournament is on the 24th of this month. So guys, tune in. Will I lose? But they're going to have to beat me and take my title, and I will not go down easily.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm cheering for everybody.
Thank you. What's going on?
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. No, you first. You first, and then I'll ask.
I was gonna say, there's not much to know that's going on. I'm just being like very, very facetiously like evil. Like yeah, ha ha, foolish mortals, beat me. Like it's all in good fun.
I was going to ask MCT because I feel like this is a question that you should always ask when I'm talking about animes. Mm-hmm. Do you prefer subbed or dubbed?
That's a good question.
I prefer subbed because I'm trying to learn Japanese, and I prefer the voices. There are a couple of like VAs, like Japanese VAs that I really like their voice, and like it suits the character. Like I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name. Ono Daisuke? Oh my god, why are my dogs screaming? It's 1:30 a.m. They're howling. Daisuke Ono. Daisuke Ono is one of my favorite VAs. And I just like really hearing his voice, so I always prefer sub.
What does he play in? Which characters does he play?
Ono Daisuke played Sebastian, the butler from like the black butler thingy.
Mm-hmm.
He also played um wait, let me remember. Have you guys watched Durarara?
No.
I haven't seen that. How about Working? No.
No. I'm
Yeah,
still working.
I'm a
Is it
it's a 3-season anime. It's about working in a restaurant, and it's adorable. It's very nice.
is his name spelled
Hey,
Daisuke?
yes.
Okay.
Space and then ONO.
Oh, he was a voice actor for Zatch Bell. That was like one of the animes I used to really like as a kid. He was Go Führer.
Like, there's a lot of animes that he's been in. I just can't remember.
Now, did
There's
he play
also this.
Satchbell or did he play Kyo?
He was the character was Gofure. So I don't think it was a main character, but
Oh, he's not the Italian guy who sings, is he? Parco Folgore, that guy?
Maybe.
That was my favorite character in the entire show. Just like an Italian pop star involved in this. What was it? In this world ending tournament. We will decide who the Demon King is by making his children fight each other. But they have to have a human partner because they're like Pokemon, I guess.
That was the thing that I didn't understand. It was like these the main character is like basically a Pikachu, but it's a small child.
Yeah. It's a small child and he is a Pikachu.
Oh, Daisuke Ono was in Yawamoshi Pedal.
That's also one
Have
I
you
don't know.
guys seen that? I watched too much anime. Have you watched Free?
No.
Okay. Liadel no Daichi.
No.
Oh, he was Fafnir from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maids.
Oh, I know that one.
Yes. Fafnir. That's right, Fafnir.
That's
I like
I've
that
got
weird dragon.
God, like Kobayashi's Dragon Maids is like one of my favorites, and seeing that he's Fafnir makes me happy.
Have you seen Mairimashita Iruma-kun?
I have not.
Iruma, Welcome to Demon School. No, you
Uh,
haven't seen that anime.
I've heard of it, I think. That sounds familiar.
Now he plays one of the teachers there, like the main teacher. Tokyo Revengers. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes. He plays Mato Yasuhiro. I know.
Okay. I think I'm starting to recognize his voice, but based slightly off of Fafnir and Tokyo Revengers.
He is Kujo Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders.
Okay, I know who he is now. Okay, now I recognize his voice.
I've got the Wikipedia of him pulled up, and he's got so many different.
He is Erwin Smith from Attack on Titan.
Erwin Smith was my favorite character, and I'm so mad that he died.
He is Erwin Smith.
I'm so mad that he died.
Me too. I was so mad.
I'm like, so you guys wasted that on Armin? Come on. Armin was my least favorite character. I know. Who needs Armin?
Who needs Armin?
I mean, I gotta give it to Armin though. I mean, he's kind of like the weak sauce sidekick character. You know, like he doesn't do a lot. He's kind of like a less action, more intellectual, kind of like the softer character. But he went out like a freaking baller. I mean, that kid went out gangster. I was like, goodness. He's just straight up like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna tank all of that heat coming my way. He's gonna cook me alive, but I ain't letting go. I was like, Armin, good God.
I haven't killed anyone in the first and second season. Let me just take all of it in this season.
Yeah. It was like, holy cow, Armin.
How about Bongo Stray Dogs? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Ono Daisuke was also there.
Who did he play in that?
He's in. So I can't
He
remember.
wasn't Rampo, was he?
No, he wasn't Renpo.
Oh, okay, okay,
He
okay.
was Ace,
Oh, okay, okay.
the one with the bangs, side bangs thingy. He's actually very famous. This guy is famous. So have you watched Gakuen Babysitters? It's like the little babies. You
No.
know, no, because the butler was also him.
He's got that very
Three.
deep, very deep, very how do I want to put this? Kind of like very manly voice, kind of.
Oh, oh, Black Clover. He was Vengeance.
Ah,
Vengeance.
okay, I know that one.
Yes. I am just realizing more and more how much of a weeb I am because I'm looking at this and like I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this.
Black
He's got
Cloverfield.
to have like probably close to like 100, maybe 200 some different characters that he plays. From
He's
like,
amazing.
yeah, he's got a lot under his belt
He's
for like voice acting work.
he's
He is
hashtag
my.
goals.
Oh, have you seen Noragami?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
He was Donde Leon from Pokemon Evolutions.
From Pokemon Evolutions, I gotta
Yeah.
look up that one. I don't. That sounds familiar. Hmm.
Oh, by the way, one question. You've asked about like what's your favorite like merch, but what merch do you want to have in the future? Like you want to get in the future?
Oh, do I want to get in the future? Goodness.
Yes.
Oh, that is.
Like the
Uh, let's see. So, um, that's difficult to say because now we're gonna have to start getting into classifications of anime merch because technically I buy a lot of anime merch when I buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But
that is true.
yeah, that's and there's I have so many of those. But let's see. One thing that I've seen and I haven't been able to find it anywhere, but I think it's just really cool. I've seen it on the internet. It comes up on Twitter once in a while, but nobody ever posts a link to where you can get one. And it is a life size, built to scale Pokeball replica made out of metal. So it's just got like this nice weight to it. It's got like a case where you can put it so that it looks like it's floating. And
Mhm.
it opens, and when it opens, it looks like the inside of a Pokeball. You know, they actually looked at what it looks like in the anime, and they designed it so that it was perfectly like that. Um, and I just think it's the coolest thing ever. I have never been able to find where to get one, but it is so cool looking, and I'm every time I see it, I was like, I want one of those. But yeah, you know, it's kind of like, well, we're gonna have to find where they are though, and I don't know where. And I've looked at all the places I've looked at all the places where like I normally get anime merch and
Mhm.
never found one. So
Oh, ouch. My chair just went down. Mine would be other than lots of other Nendroids, would be the swords. And I don't want the plastic swords. I want like the real like metal replica of the swords that I want. Like for example, from One Piece, Zoro has 3 swords. I want those 3 swords. I want
yeah.
Tanjiro swords. I just want their swords.
Do they have anime conventions where you live?
Yes, but it's in Bangkok and
Oh,
that's like 15 hours away from me by bus.
oh, that sucks. Here in the States we have them pretty regularly, and
Mm.
at least in Texas, they will sell you replica swords that are like real stuff. Like they've been sharpened, they're made out of metal, and they're like a legit replica sword. Um,
I'm so
so
jealous.
it's fun. I've actually bought a few of them. I have like Ichigo
I'm
sword
so
from Bleach.
jealous.
Like the not the big one, not like the big one, but like the whenever he goes into his Bankai form, like the very skinny black sword. I have that one.
Mm. I am so jealous. That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's fun. I think I have like a now this one I don't. I would have been like really young whenever I went to my first anime convention. So I think whenever I did buy a replica of the Master Sword from the Legend of Zelda, and I haven't seen it in years. So I'm like, I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. But yeah, in Texas, they like anytime they hold an anime convention, you can buy yourself a sword.
To be honest, I'm such a big fan of anime, but I have never been to an anime convention.
Oh, it's fun. It
I,
can be. I mean, like some anime conventions are better than others, but like for the most part, they're usually pretty fun.
I'm gonna join one in the future.
The problem is you gotta go there with some money to spend though, because that's pretty much all you're gonna be doing.
Yes. Yes. And I do not mind. Literally do not mind.
Yeah.
I will save up for it. But I wanna go and do my first cosplay. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm gonna go to my first anime convention and also do my first cosplay.
Who would you cosplay as?
Now that I have there's so many characters I want to cosplay. I either want to be, but right now my focus would be this character. I'm just gonna show a photo because I have a feeling you haven't seen this anime.
Okay.
My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, I love My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, okay. So remember her first cosplay?
The one is kind of like a
The
goth
maid?
maid. Yes, yes.
Yes, that's what I want to cosplay.
It is. That anime is such a heartwarming slice of life anime. It's just like wow.
And the
Um,
woman is not annoying at all. Like, and the guy MC is not annoying. Like, it's just,
right.
oh, it's so
Like, cause
good.
slice of life animes will always take that turn where it's like one of them will be annoying and you don't know which one. Like, for example, the one that always comes to mind is like, "Don't Tease Me, Miss Nagatoro," uh,
Uh,
where she's obnoxious. Like I'm like, you're not being cute. This is abuse. Like you're
like Toradora.
Toradora is the other one. Yes, but the
I
animation
hate
style
those.
in Toradora though is adorable. The animation style is, but like the character is just like, don't like it. Like it's okay to be a little bit of a yandere, like there's nothing wrong with that, but don't be annoying.
Like, and it takes them for, like the guy is also like super shy and
Yes.
just, there's also that. And there's also like, it takes them forever to realize that they have feelings for each other. But then Marin was just like, oh, I love this guy.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
like
so in
right out
love
of the
with
gate.
him.
Yeah. And speaking of like animes like that, what do you think? Have you seen Kaguya-sama?
Love is love. Love is a war. Love is
Love is War,
war.
yes.
Yes, love is war.
What
Yes.
do you think of that one?
Um, it was hilarious but kind of annoying. So it's the kind of anime like, yeah, I enjoyed watching it, but I don't really mind not seeing the rest of it.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. All right. Just wanted to clarify that because I was like, we're talking about whether are they annoying, are they not annoying, and that one to me was kind of like in the middle, where it's like it's enjoyable
Yes.
enough to where you can kind of overlook it, but at the same time, it's kind of like you still kind of feel it a little bit. Like like you'll watch it once and you're like, I enjoyed watching it. I don't have to watch it again.
There are two like what do you call that? Like love story animes that I like
Hmm.
that I would never get upset with. It would be um to I forgot the name. Kimi no Todoke. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Hmm.
Kimi no Todoke. Yes, Kimi ni Todoke. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh, it's so nice. You don't get upset. And another one which is very hilarious is, oh no, I just remember the song and the story, but not the title. He, I'm about to sing the thingy. I just can't.
just, just sing the theme song, see if we recognize it.
Sing it, sing it.
No, I can't remember the lyrics. Kimi no domo kate sa. Why do I not remember this thing?
Is it the
Like
one that's
the
been on like TikTok recently? Really?
no. This is like an
Oh.
older one. Like the guy was short and the woman was very tall.
Are you speaking about my life?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I have to remember, or else I cannot sleep. I have to remember. I'm gonna do this. Short guy,
Short guy, tall
tall
girl, anime.
girl, anime, love story.
Oh wait, is it Komi-san can't
Lovely,
communicate?
lovely complex. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
not that. Not Komi-san. It's lovely complex.
That one sounds familiar. Yeah, okay. I'm pulling it up. Yes, I recognize it. This one came out a long time ago.
Yes, it's so good. It's just so funny.
Yeah. Like right out of the gate when I saw the animation style, I was like, this was a 90s anime, I almost feel. Or like early 2000s. This was a while ago. But yeah,
Ah,
it's about the super tall girl. Yeah.
now I remember the lyrics that I already remember the title.
Hmm.
君のことどう思うかってさ. It's so hard without 別に嫌いじゃないなんて言ったら. See, what a weeb.
No, no, of course not.
もしかして泣いてるあら可愛いかもしれない. Is it normal that we know this song? Like
It's
Naruto, I still remember Sora wa miegereba Hoshita ga ora mata taiteru.
uh
この星の人なしみたいね. Remember those songs? I feel so sad and proud of myself at the same time.
it's
I
100% normal. I can promise. I still remember the Japanese lyrics to the first theme song to Digimon. So I mean, you got nothing to be embarrassed of.
I was gonna say I used to be able to like sing word for word "Go" by Flow, which is the like Naruto theme song.
Yeah. Naruto had some
Everyone called it
bangers for
"Fighting
theme songs.
Dreamers."
Yes, Fighting Dreamers, that one.
We are fighting.
That
Oh
one,
my god, I
yes.
love I
And I
love their
guess
songs.
let's close on that. We got like maybe about 10 minutes left. MCT needs to get some sleep. How about we close on what is the most banger anime theme that you can think of?
Um, I have it saved on my phone.
Oh, okay, you're
Wait.
ready. I had to think about it a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no, I downloaded it because I liked it so much. Can't find it. I have too many songs on my phone. I have to Google. Aragoto. It was with Aragoto. It was with the anime Noragami.
Hmm?
Hey. It was not Koyawa Machirase. Was it Bringing the Thunder? Oh my god. I want to curse because I'm so bad that I don't remember it.
uh,
I
Raven
listened
says
to
if he
it.
doesn't have a high tolerance, so if an anime is annoying, he just turns it off and doesn't come back.
I do the 3 episode rule a
Same.
lot.
Exactly. I do the 3 episode rule. It's like, how much can I stomach? And I'll usually like Google search. I was like, hey, when does X anime get good? And I'll watch up until that point. And after that, if I'm not hooked, I'm done.
When does X anime get good? Episode 134.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
This one. I don't know how to say the title or anything. This. I sent the link. Aragoto, the oral cigarettes. Hey kids.
Okay.
I don't know how to sing it.
What anime is it from?
Noragami.
Noragami. Okay. So I'm going to post a link to it in the chat so that people who are wanting to check it out can check it out afterwards. So hold on just a second. Let me just do this real quick. Click, click, click. I done did it. Here we go. Boom. That is the clip for MCT's most banger anime theme. Dareinger, what do you got?
Well, I looked in my favorites on YouTube, and the only anime theme that I have is Golden Wind.
Oh,
It,
from
it's
JoJo.
not. It's a metal cover of Golden Wind. So I don't know if I want to go with that as my answer, but that's the only one that I have favorited. Uh,
Find it funny every time someone says JoJo, the first thing that comes into my mind is ding, ding,
That's the exact one.
Is that it?
That's the exact one
Yeah.
he's talking about. Yes.
I love that. I actually love that.
Yes, it's a really good song.
I think it's
Golden
really good.
I will admit this once and never again, but whenever I'm playing cards at my locals, if I know I can close the game in the next turn, I will turn on Golden Wind on my phone.
And then you get Dark Rulered.
And then I get darker. But yeah, like it's a good song and it's catchy as well. Like I've actually sat through the one that's on YouTube where it's like, hey, this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind for like 3 hours. I'm like, that's just a good song.
A really good one. I like it. It is nice.
For me, the most banger anime theme is actually not an intro song; it's an ending theme, and it is the first ending theme to Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
Yeah, like what's it called? Lost in Paradise by Ali and Ali. It is just
oh Lord.
it is such a banger. I mean, like I immediately the first after I watched like this because it didn't air at the end of the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. It aired at the end of the second one. Whenever I saw that, I was like, I love that song so much. I went out and found it immediately and downloaded it, and it's been on my playlist ever since. It is just a good song.
There's a lot of good songs nowadays.
Yeah.
I like it very much that it's like the competition is not only with that like the anime anymore, like even the songs and
Yeah, like for example,
and
now I can't get Fighting Dreamers out of my head anymore.
me too. Oh my god, same. It's been playing in my head. My head's just like
Fighting Dreamers.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Dare. But
The two things I brought back: Fighting Dreamers and the like mental scarring that Pikachu gave us.
I will fold you.
I fold you like an omelet.
I'll fold you, Dareinger.
But with that, I think we're gonna call it a day. Thank you to everyone who showed up on this very random episode of the Nevermore Nerds. We talked food, we talked anime, we talked collectibles, and we talked birthday cakes. Oh, and can't forget, we talked pets. MCT has a lot of very adorable pets. So
7 beautiful dogs.
7 beautiful dogs. And so this has been one of the most random but most hilarious episodes that we've had in a long time, I gotta say. And MCT, I just miss hanging out with you. You know, like we used to hang out all the time whenever I had the early morning shift, and you'd be on the music channel
Listening to music.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, it's been a while and it sucks, but you know, like I'm happy to have spent some time with you today, and I guess I'll let you get some sleep because I know you're on the other side of the world from me. You're exactly 12 hours ahead of me. So,
Do you have any random stream from like the 13th, the 20th of this month? I have a break from work, so
sweet.
you can invite me anytime.
Sweet. We will call on you again, so that way we can talk more catchy banger themes and discuss more ghost stories.
Yes.
Yes. So wanted to give thanks to everybody who showed up, and remember, MCT's links are in the description. So if you want to find her there, you can also find me, the Midnight Bard, and also Dareinger. He has a Twitter now, and it's in the description. So you know, go say hello to him. And other than that, do you guys have anything you want to say to our audience?
Thank you for your very fun input. I like that the audience are also weebs like us, and they
Yes.
can relate, and they're talking weeb. Like,
Yes.
oh, you have you watched this? And like, no, I cried, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Like, oh, this is so good.
It's wonderful. Yes.
I feel like I belong.
Yeah. You belong for sure, and we are happy to have you every time. And Derringer, you got any final words?
Yeah, thanks for everyone to come in and watch. Like MCT said, it's nice to have the people participating in chat. And found out from basically our first couple episodes that we had a bunch of weebs in the chat
Yeah.
calling you all out.
Yeah, yeah. And as for me, just want to say thank you again. We have our next tournament on the 24th, so be ready for that. Will the Bard retain his title, or will somebody knock him off his throne? Just, you got to tune in and see. It will be sponsored by 18 Plus. Try their new Salami Dami Mami. It
Or
is,
the meat mountains.
or the Meat Mountains. They are delicious and nutritious. Thank you, everybody. And once you join the collective, you can leave.